Yo, is that loud enough for y'all? Yo, what's up? So, man, you get these fucking thoughts going through your head, man, and panel's so stupid. Why hit the panel? Hit the panel. Yo, we're on StreamYard. Come in my yard, motherfucker. Try me, dude. I bet you don't come in my yard and walk out without getting fucked up, dude. Yeah. The yard. Step into my yard, like the Undertaker would say. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Anybody, welcome. You can step in the yard safely, but I don't know if you could exit it safely. So this is the first invite to the yard. You understand? I'm going to put it in the chat. Saw Bueller in the chat a minute ago. That's the only one left in the chat. If you're busy, Bueller, don't worry about it. But, you know, I'm putting it in the chat. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm going to try to work in the yard gimmick. My panel is called the yard. It's not the panel no more. It's the way I'm saying it. So we've been having good clubs, good Elite Eights. You know, the club members get rowdy. They criticize some of the the ways that things are done. But the reason why I leave it open, and I look forward to any criticism because that's what I want. I want my club members to say, "Hey, this ain't right. We're going to do it this way," right? Hopefully, it inspires a couple of them to set up some categories later. I don't know, but my thing is we leave it open to discussion because we're smart. You know what I mean? Because I have faith that someone on the club can come up with a category live on spot. That's the reason we don't come up with categories before. The 5 minute thing, I believe the longer 5 minutes ain't that long. And I think the club could hold the show down for 5 minutes while people look for books. So that's fun. So I'm not sure. I mean, for me, I'm not really into I'll take a shit all over the goddamn yard. All right, come on in here and try, man. You could try. This is my yard. I protect it. Bleeker. Such a foul thing to say about my yard, man. This is the original yard, dude. See, me and Bueller suggested StreamYard years ago whenever Google Hangouts went out. But a lot of these guys out here wouldn't know what the difference is between Google Hangouts and StreamYard. So we got a first entry on the yard. I hope he ain't really going to take a big shit on my yard, but we'll see.
How you doing, Big? What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? I'm glad you made it. Yeah, man. I'm. The panel is such a old, silly way to describe the panel, or it's just the panels. That's all people say. So it's called StreamYard. So people step into the yard. That's just what I want to.
I take it.
Yeah, that's just what I want to start saying. So fuck it. I
Little,
used to say hot tag, like who wants a hot tag, like a wrestler.
We have to.
bam.
But hold on a second.
Yard works, you know, a little jailhouse reference. Ooh, you got quiet all of a sudden. You're muted. Oh, you must be talking to your girlfriend.
And it wasn't said anywhere that lunch wasn't provided. So
Okay.
I'll provide it today because we weren't aware, and then tomorrow and the next day he'll have it.
Okay, Modi. Sounds great. I sent my kid to camp today, and it's been a lot of complaining. So it sounds good a month ago when you start planning. Oh, my kid's going to go to camp. It sounds great. Well, then I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass from the beginning because you have to drive there. You have to wait till camp's over. You got to go pick them up. And that's going to fuck up our schedules. So surely today comes, then there was no issues. Psych.
Did they just say they went to a camp and they didn't provide them any like lunch?
They said we got to bring him lunch. Yeah, I would have fed him. I was feeding him before he left anyway because of breakfast. But I thought they might give him a snack. Yeah.
Do you pay for the camp?
$600.
Well, fucking give them
paid a lot of money. It ain't out of our pocket.
They better give those fucking kids some fucking snacks. What a
Yeah,
fucking cheap ass.
I'm already over it.
Fuck them.
I'm already over it.
That's bullshit, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Bueller, see, look here, man. Bueller wouldn't say it. We put StreamYard on the map for the community. Everyone was freaking out that live was going away. That's true. When Google Hangouts was ending, your boy was a little savvier back then. Like some people might remember, but I had Streamlabs.
Brother, I didn't know how to edit a video before 6 months ago. I didn't do any video stuff. I've never used YouTube. I didn't do shit on this kind of thing. I don't know fuck all about it. I'm starting to learn a lot now, obviously, but fuck, man.
Well, it was a very pivotal time, and I can't remember if I was talking to Bueller or if he might have mentioned it or I ran across it, but I literally remember looking on Google and saying, how am I going to stream for free? And StreamYard came up, and it was so simple that I set it up. And I do remember like my first StreamYard, Bueller had StreamYard too, and we was like the only two I know of that had it. And other people were talking about OBS, and I had Streamlabs I was using before Google Hangout went out, but it was only one person. So I was trying to figure out how am I going to get a live stream and be able to invite people. And that was the best and everybody's done it since then. I mean,
Well,
there's some people still do OBS, but it's mainly streaming.
I don't really like the YouTube one that they offer, and I don't know, that StreamYard seems to be really the only good option, to be honest. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to use. You get a lot of controls, especially if you pay for like the middle tier, which isn't too expensive. If you plan on streaming a lot, it's pretty cheap actually.
Nothing's cheap, but yeah, I hear you. It's a better option than some, I'd guess. The only thing I miss from Google Hangouts is the voice recognition. They need to get.
Cool.
Yeah, they would. It would be like, okay, so if I'm talking now, the camera would full screen me, and then when you start talking, it would full screen you.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was fucking cool, man.
Well, people would have to learn to stop talking the fuck over top of each other.
It was a thing.
Oh.
And it worked really well. If you watch some of my early videos, you'll see like someone's talking full screen, someone's talking full screen, and it would do it sporadically. I wish StreamYard would pick up on that. I'm gonna start leaving suggestions for that.
Well, I'm definitely finding like a lot of the live streams that I watch, even the live streams I do, for fuck's sake, people just can't stop talking the fuck over one another. Nobody gives each other a chance to speak. It's fucking.
That's right.
It's and you got 6-7 people on the panel, and then you got people that don't fucking talk the entire panel because somebody's talking the whole time, right?
I remember, I remember this part that Bueller brought up. I found it from a sports channel, Al Red Sox. Then we were talking, and I told you about it, and that was it. Off to the races. That was probably it. And I was one of the first guys that actually had it on my channel, and Bueller was too, because Bueller heard it from this sports guy. So I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't know too much about Bueller, man, but I've been watching his road since he started his bus till pretty much now, man. And that guy is what a fucking dude, man. Good job for him. He's fucking kick ass.
My comic book dad uses Ecamm. Wonder who his comic book dad is.
The dude with the money voice. Can't remember his name.
Chip Getler?
Maybe. I don't know his name, bro. I don't know.
The money voice. Maybe E-Man?
Maybe E-Man. I don't know. He's got a really nice, beautiful voice.
I don't say that about any fucking body.
Well, Circumstances has a beautiful voice too, bro.
I don't say that about him. I don't say that about anybody.
If I could pick a radio voice, I'd pick one of those.
You like that one?
Well, my voice sucks, man. Have you ever listened to your shit? Fucking.
I think we sound great. I can actually.
I fucking think I sound like fucking terrible, bro.
You don't sound that bad. No, you really don't. There's some people I listen to and I think that's kind of cringy, but that's just because they sound like they might have been diddled with or they've been psychologically disturbed at some point. There's a couple guys that really irk me. I'm not going to say their name. I'll tell you off screen though.
Yeah. Well, there's always a couple people that are.
It talks like this, and they. I collect Batman. I can't even do it. It's so bad.
Don't even bother. Don't try.
I'm not going to do it. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out if I do it right. So
exactly.
All right.
So coming to the yard, eh? That's pretty cool. I like the sound of it.
Yeah, who runs the yard? Like this guy right here. I give credit to Undertaker. Undertaker ran the yard. I think Roman Reigns beat him, and they were starting to say Roman runs the yard now because it was like a thing being passed, and but I don't know anybody before Taker that said he ran the yard. And we're on StreamYard, and we hit the panel, and it's like a scrap sometimes. Like whenever you invite people to come on, you're like, come on the yard then if you got something to say, or come on the panel or you know, get in here, some kind of deal like that. So we got a few more people. I'm gonna drop the link again.
Yeah, my StreamYard got fucked up yesterday. People started arguing about shit. It was like, what the fuck's going on?
I didn't notice it until after the stream, and then you guys were telling me what happened, and I don't know, I missed it all. So
Yeah, dude, I was pretty shocked actually about all the harsh comments.
Was
Whoa, whoa.
What happened? You had one of those. I did notice when I woke up, you had like 20 people in your chat. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
But that's been kind of the norm lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. Church has been going well.
I didn't really think it was anything different. I just thought, you know.
Oh yeah, it was like they were all fired up about fucking the first appearance of fucking I don't know, Gambit. I think everybody was real mad about it.
What a dumb art. That conversation.
Everybody was super mad about it, bro. Everyone's super mad about it. It was pretty funny, actually. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
I gotta see this now.
It was pretty funny. The chat was hilarious, man.
Were they on the yard together? Were they on the yard together?
They were not on the yard together. The chat was freaking out, and then somebody on my stream was like, "Come on, man!" And then it was back and forth. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Who that was on panel, and he was on in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not really. I don't think I'm gonna go.
Oh, it was good, man. It was good. You should see it. It was pretty exciting stuff.
I guess we could check it out, but I don't want to.
No, don't do it on your stream.
Yeah, it'd be me meddling or something. Even though I don't know what happened exactly, I'd probably be some kind of meddling. And
it's just some bullshit about the fucking.
I like Hudat and Legion, and I think they're both good channels and pretty smart. And
I don't know, everybody. I don't even know why we argue about this shit, to be honest.
That was really silly.
We do.
I would guess that Hudat took the 266 side.
He did take the 266 side, yes.
Yeah, I would too.
I also would take the 266 side, but hey.
I don't know why Legion does this shit. Legion, he's always like, this fucking book is the real one. It's like, bro, I don't know if it is, Doug. Like,
hey man, I'm not here to argue. I just like 266. I'm glad I have it. I'm still looking for whatchamacallit number.
You still haven't got one.
I'm looking for a number. What is it? A 12 or whatever? Annual 12?
Yeah, annual 14, I believe. Yeah. I was talking to Alan, okay?
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, because I just sent an AOK to Doc, and I'm trying to get some AOKs out. Like, I want to get to 84 D. D was really nice. He let me stay at his hotel in Chicago. I don't even know how much that cost. I'm sure it's a lot of money.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm trying to hit those guys. But after that, I've been thinking, you guys have helped me a lot on the club, and I'd like to send y'all some, but I was being kind of cheap. I said, so you got a stackery? He was like, yes. I said, so if I ship my books to your stackery, that's like shipping to America, and you could ship it to Canada. And he was like, yes. So I'm going to try to find a couple books for you and him down the road. Yeah. Cool. And he said that he didn't mind passing them along to you. I said, no, I'll send you some shipping money to ship to Bleecker, but I'm probably only ship like 2 or 3 books because it's not going to be I don't want to ship a big pile because it'll cost more money.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Cool. So if y'all want to AOK Bleecker or Alan, I don't know if how accessible Alan is, but he's going to let me do it. So maybe y'all want to send AOKs to Canada, you can ask Alan to use the stacker.
Doc I've got one from Doc, and I'm pretty happy about that. So
yeah,
thanks, Doc. You're the best.
Yeah, I always appreciate Doc. He sent me a few. That's why I wanted to send him another one. You sent him an AOK before you sent you that last one. So
I did. Yeah, I wanted to. He, when somebody that you respect, they say, "Wow, I've never seen that before." You send that to them, man.
That's true.
Yeah, here, brother, have that.
Yeah, that was right, in my opinion. But so get white people choose the annual. Don't care enough. I mean, technically, the date is probably before the 266, but I'm a big guy about first in titles. So it's not really canon when it's like a fucking annual or something to me. Like annuals are semi-canon, but when it's in the main title, it's specifically a continuation of the last issue usually. So for me, it's like it's got to be in title. Like that's why I have so much respect. I got my X-Men '94 fucking years before my GSX. Like I knew that that's the one I wanted. I wasn't directly referring to who that in my comic, just the thousands of arguments we all see. Okay.
Yeah. No, we got you, bro. We got you.
Everyone in the community is a know-it-all. Started buying comics in 2020 era. It's nauseating. It could be.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I started recollecting about 2017, 2015, something like that. I was collecting in the 90s when I was young, and then I was collecting in the 80s when I was even younger. That's when I really started getting some Wolverine comics.
Yeah, I mean,
there are a lot of people that got back into the game because of COVID that like were out for a long time.
I feel like before the internet, like if you was collecting before 2008 or 9,
yeah,
you were relegated to local collecting like everybody else. The comic book collecting really ramped up around. It's in my opinion. I mean, I know everybody gives credit to like Batman movie and Iron Man or whatever the fuck. For me, the internet, where people got on eBay and it was more accessible. I mean,
eBay started. That's where comic books. You could start getting stuff that you didn't see in your local shops. You didn't have to, go in all these seedy fucking places to buy books. Blah blah blah. You could just go fucking buy an awesome copy of whatever on eBay. But there was a lot of fakes and stuff with as far as slabs and shit though back then.
I would guess so. Yeah. eBay was kind of a weird scenario for me. Like I wasn't even a very much credit card person user. Like just to use a credit card on a website. I've ordered some things. I think my first eBay purchase was actually G.I. Joe figures, and I went from there. It took me a while to get a comic book, but
my first eBay purchase was Rick and Morty #1, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had to have it, bro. I had to have it. Like, yeah.
I think my first comic book purchase on eBay was Amazing Spider-Man 299.
Oh, that's not true. My first comic book purchase was Lobo, the Omega Men 3. It was Omega Men 3, and then it was Rick and Morty. Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
I could probably name off my first 5 eBay books. It was like ASM 299. I got that black hologram Spider-Man 2099 annual.
Nice.
Got one of those. I got a X-Men 14 X-Men 14 First Sentinel. And then I got Iron Man vs. Submariner 1, and I got I think one of those First Gambits annual 14s. It was like my first 4 or 5 books.
Those are good fucking purchases, man. I got Rick and Morty,
Invaders.
The other one I got. I tried to get a Boys #1, but the guy ripped me off, and I never got my money back. Really soured me on eBay. And what else did I remember? Oh, it was the Batman Who Laughs, man. I fucking bought a shit ton of those.
Off the internet, like New Comic Book Day books.
Yeah, just the Batman Who Laughs one. I really got right into that, man. I was like buying all the variant covers and shit.
And then, even with eBay coming, like that was a surgence, and then when YouTube started having these live streams and we could all like talk to each other live, and all the collectors would show their collections and all that stuff, I think that ramped it up too. I mean, people were doing that on YouTube.
YouTube's pretty new to me, man. YouTube's like a new animal for me. So this is great. I love it. It's really fucking awesome. It's interesting. It's something I wish I was into years ago, but I was too busy fucking doing drugs and drinking.
Yeah, which is normal. Like people that brag about collecting for 40 years or their whole life and shit. Like I'm not too proud to admit that whenever I was 20, I was more into getting high as I could
Yeah, man.
and
Yeah.
and like hanging out with my girl and fucking
Yeah.
living as best I
Lots of
could.
loose, fast fucking life, bro. Loose,
I
fast.
didn't have
Life.
money for much, you know. I wasn't eating the greatest. I didn't have the best shit, but
Weirdest thing is, I always carried around these. It was like 7 short boxes from my fucking childhood that I always had stuffed in the back of a fucking closet somewhere, and they stuck with me, man. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
well, I'm glad that someone stepped in the yard today. I don't know if anybody else will, but at least we had some yard interaction. I came back in with the Berserker
Yeah,
bot
you went
way.
hard on Berserker Circumstance. I know you did.
Yeah, I feel like I want to watch a something is killing the children review where somebody like goes through the book page by page, and I can actually read a few fucking copies before
I actually have whatchamacallit, a second print
trade.
of the big whatever the graphic novel. Maybe I'll do it for you.
Yeah, I just need to read a couple of them. I mean, if I get into it with a couple issues, maybe I'll keep reading it. But I just have this feeling I'm not.
It's pretty cool, man. The artwork's pretty cool. Um, I think that's what drew people initially was the name, the title, and the artwork. Very, very cool, man. Jenny Frison, it hit a lot of bells and whistles, and it just turned out that it was a pretty decent story.
A lot of drugs and yeah, a lot of
That's it,
well,
bro. That's it.
back then.
What happens?
I hung out with my not the best people to hang out with friends, and it was a grimy life. I've learned that the more you stay away from fucking with people and drugs, it's like you probably won't get fucked with as much. I had some bad things happening.
Well,
Around the time.
why do you think we're all in our houses by ourselves on the
Yeah,
internet
hiding from
all the
everybody.
fucking time?
No shit. Like
I know well enough to stay away from people, man. People suck.
people are not good. You can't be neighborly. You can't be fucking with your. I
They
mean,
try
my
they try and take everything you have. They try and steal everything, even if it's ideas or they put you down. They don't want you to succeed. People suck, bro.
they really do, man. And
And that's not the community I'm looking to be a part of. So, you know.
no, I think everybody comes into this trying to do good, and once somebody don't agree with them, they're just like, oh, that's the enemy. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What is this? Hold on.
Hi, Melanie. How you doing, man?
2023, 11 to 2. Okay, well, show it to them later. I vaguely remember it being 10. Okay, it says 11. I know. They were saying we were late and we were told 11. It's all right. It'll be fine.
You got it.
I'll take my word for it.
I'll come over there and I'll fuck those motherfuckers up right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how many people didn't have lunch, how many people brought their kids at 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
You're not wrong, Melanie. You're not wrong, man.
yeah, well, the problem, it wouldn't be so bad if it was like in our town, but we got to drive like 10 miles. We turn the fan on. I'm hot.
You think it's 10 miles?
How far is it?
I'll Google it.
Okay. I'm guessing it's at least 10 miles, yeah. It'd be a fucking bitch to walk. I know that. If you ain't
done it.
I wouldn't want to.
I'm probably gonna do a stream later and do a keep it or sell it stream.
Yeah, you was telling me that yesterday. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I think I'll do it probably later today. It's one of my days off.
Nice.
12 minutes, 5.1 miles.
Okay. 5.1. So I'm probably just guesstimating back and forth 10 miles, but 5 miles there. That's a bit of a bitch for me. Oh, dude, I saw the funniest shit, Bleeper, bro. So I'm coming home. This was like 30 minutes ago. I turn and I see a cop, and the cop turns into the projects. Wayne Wayne Hills, where we call it pain pills. But he turns in there. So I'm thinking, interesting. I wonder what's going on. And he fucking turns into the first parking lot. I'm like, well, that's pretty specific. He's going somewhere, you know. And I'm still cruising, going towards my house, and I see this fucking guy, this big fat white dude, just running. He's just running. He's fucking running, right? So I'm looking like behind me while I'm driving, watching this fucking guy, and he goes across the street. And he's like, "Oh, hold up, that's not good because they'll see me. You know, it's like a long way before I get to an alley." So he comes back across the street. And he starts running towards the woods, and I'm just like, "Oh shit!" And the cop goes into the parking lot. You can see the parking lot from the street because there's like projects, parking lot, and then there's a big fence. So I see the cop, and then I'm watching it so much, I veer into the other lane. I veer into the other lane, almost hit a car, and then I fucking come back, and then I see another cop car coming, and I'm like pointing out my car at the fucking guy because he could have robbed somebody. I don't know what he fucking did.
Hey man,
I should have got out and beat his ass. I should have got out and like stopped him.
Yeah, never make the cops run. You're gonna get in trouble for that shit.
I used to be like, get away, hurry up and get away, but now I'm like, I'm pissed that these criminals fuck with victims. You know, like why are you running? Who did you fuck up? You know?
Yeah, it's a pretty shitty world, man. People definitely, they're all, you know, I don't know. It's a hard thing to navigate. Mental illness, people being super poor, everybody being fucking practically homeless these days. Fucking lame.
And even rich people are check to check, bro. That's why I try to not give people hard times. You know, like I'm just like, you know, we don't get or agree. I'll just back up, try to give you your space.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, me
You
too.
Do my fucking thing. Try to stay happy. You know, you got to take care of yourself first of all. But
it's just too hard a world to navigate. If you don't know, if you're not good yourself, how the fuck are you going to be good for anybody else anyway? You're not going to be able to help anybody.
Yo, Super Lucha Hialeah, bro. This is the yard, dude. You know how we used to say the panel. I'm gonna start calling my shit Enter the Yard. Matter of fact, and whoever wins the club championship will be the runner of the yard on my channel. My panel is a yard, motherfucker. So Undertaker is the man, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do from now on. It might only be a couple videos I say it, or I might say it from now on. We'll see.
I dig it.
Off topic, my girl is house sitting for a regular. The woman hasn't changed her house alarm code in 10 years, and it's still my old cell phone number. I set her code.
Spider, don't do it, man. Don't do it, bro.
I don't understand how, not to go back off topic again, but sitting here thinking, like, I don't know how a conversation about First Gambit would turn into something halfway super angry and shit.
Yeah, it was really weird, bro. I don't know. I'm with circumstances. I don't care if people agree with me or not. We can all have different opinions. We are allowed to have different opinions. It's okay. You know,
Yeah.
You like Kirby. I like Todd McFarlane. I don't know. We're both allowed to have those opinions. You fuck whatever. Who gives a fuck? I agree with your opinion. I certainly give it valid points. Kirby's fucking one of the greatest of all fucking time, if not the greatest. So of course I give you that valid point. Do I think Todd McFarlane was more important to me in comics? Absolutely, which is why I go Todd McFarlane.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing about opinions. You know, you have opinions, and then if you feel like you want to maybe express your opinions with somebody don't share the same, you can invite them to your yard.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't have to validate my opinion. It's a fucking opinion. It doesn't. It's fuck. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, I like hearing other ideas and shit. I was talking about that earlier. Like people were saying I should have the categories picked out. Well, you know, I have faith in my club members. I'm trying to give my club members power, and I'm glad they have issues with what's going on and they don't like some things. I would like for people to step up and do shit more if they can or want. But
It
if
can
they
be
don't,
it can be difficult to pick stuff right on the spot, but I think it's I don't know. We're all pretty smart motherfuckers. I think we can pick I don't know, covers with red eyes,
I
or
have faith.
fucking green covers, or whatever the fuck, skull covers,
I have
whatever.
faith in everybody that's on the yard with me, dude. That they know what a good fucking topic is to pick. You know.
Yeah, I
So
like the shiny covers. Shiny covers was a good one last week.
we ended up seeing some cool books off. Shiny is a very common thing. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna say common things. You know, we don't
Well, I
always
think common is your best friend when it comes to picking categories. You don't want to go too specific because then it becomes one man show. Like you go, oh, good girl covers. Well, obviously Alan's gonna win that, or
Well, I don't know that it used to be that motherfuckers cared about how smart people were on YouTube before. That's like Bueller was saying earlier. He's like, I don't know shit, and I feel the same way. Like I don't know everything either, and but it does seem like there's been some smarties coming around. So I've been like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna do trivia.
I like it.
I don't know why Journey does that. Journey will be like, oh, you don't want to know what I know.
Well, you definitely don't want to know what I know. It's scary shit.
You'd be shocked at what I know. You'd be surprised, friend.
I don't know. I think I'd do well on trivia. I don't know if I'd win, but I think I'm a pretty smart motherfucker. I'm pretty good at it. I feel like somebody like Beckerman would probably know a lot more of trivia, but you never know. You just never know. It depends on the question, I guess. But that guy seems to have a pretty good base of knowledge in comic books.
It seems. I think if it's one of these things where it's like, I think that everybody's got a pretty normal working fucking human brain. First of all,
yeah, for the most part.
So I feel like most people, like, as much as you know, that's just because of what you focused on. Like you focused on that. Like in the whole grand scheme of shit, there's a lot of weird, like wrestling, for example. Like I've watched a lot of shoot interviews talk about the history and the past, and these guys talk about shit that's happened already, their perspective. Now you hear that and you think you understand what happened, but in this weird world of fucking things, one person's perspective could be fact, and another person's perspective could be fact also. So
you're not. Yeah, that's fucking true.
It's fucking tough, bro.
That is true.
It's fucking tough, dog. So I'm usually open to wanting to be told I'm wrong. Like if I'm wrong, then maybe there is a right answer out there, like. But there are facts.
I don't know if there's a lot of right answers. There's definitely between right and wrong. There's definitely that. But as far as right and wrong answers in comic books, there's a few staples that are the truth. But like I don't know, we all have different opinions on everything, man.
Yeah, I think that you just know.
Do you want to go to McDonald's and get us food?
Fuck yeah, I do.
That sounds. Man, I told you like the first day I didn't know or do any of this shit. I was going to stay out. I'm going to do it tomorrow. But
you can't do it tomorrow. What? I told you yesterday because it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to kick you in the face.
All right. She's fucking.
Probably. You getting out of here?
I don't know. I guess I'm getting kicked out. What time? Right. I gotta go do it now, Melody.
Well, there's probably gonna be a line at McDonald's, right? So fuck you.
So fuck me. Okay. I thought I was gonna be here by myself for 3 hours, and it turned into fucking.
Oh shit! You knew I was coming.
Ouch. All right, let's check out some of these comments.
All right,
Beckerman, how you doing?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in the chat.
I was told right before I started my stream that she was gonna come back, but before that, I didn't think that I had anything to do. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I'm getting ran out. I watch way too much wrestling. Yeah, like I was saying, most people they can understand so much percentage of some shit. So like my brain can only comprehend as much as
well, if you've been really paying attention to something your whole life, like Beckerman sounds like he's been into wrestling since he was a little kid, right? So like he's really He knows the storylines. He can probably tell you a lot of his truth, but you know, then you listen to somebody like The Undertaker and he tells you that was all bullshit. So, you know, there is real truth versus somebody else's truth.
So, Melody, what time's the fucking lunch start? Noon, and it's 11:20. All right, so I'll end my shit and I'll go get the food. Okay. I gotta go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't think that I was gonna have to go run and get lunch, but I gotta get to lunch. So then you're gonna take it out there, right? Fuck me. I could do it if you really want me to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah. Cheers, Big.
I guess Melody runs the yard. She made that very clear.
That's a fact, Jack, right there.
Yeah.